today. Whoops, what is that doing in the middle of the screen? Let me just get that out of the way. There we go. Running a little bit early today. I've got things to do, and I'm sure you do too, but I have to get out the door pretty quick here. By the way, I'm Dan Gresham. This is my house. And what is that thing that keeps popping up there? But anyway, we're trying to get things done this morning. And as we get rolling, we know that you're probably doing the same thing. Know that it's cold out there this morning. So if you haven't been out yet, you might want to grab a jacket before you hit the door. Just a typical Southeast Texas winter, right? The 29th day of January. And here we go below seasonal averages, and then we'll be above. I mean, this is what we do in Southeast. We're not like places like Minnesota, we're straight line in the winter, it's going to be cold. We live in the tropics, so yeah, it might get cool. It never gets so cold here that you can't go outside, which is part of the problem for a lot of folks. This is the last Friday in January as well. Hope you have plans for the weekend. Don't forget, you can always comment on our live streams. If you want to send me something, you want to say something, you just want to say good morning, I enjoy hearing from you. I don't respond back necessarily in the comment section, but I will respond back during our live feed. I very often post or put your comments on the stream. For example, Jeannie Foster, cool start to the morning. She's there. Becky says same thing. Cool start to her day. Georgia Alton is up this morning. David Dye is up with us this morning. So again, I appreciate everybody jumping in here early with me. Let's get straight to it. Let's go to kfdm.com, your first stop on the internet, where you can find out what's happening in local news, of course. And this morning, point out some what I hope are positive signs. There were a couple to me. And for those who don't know, doing the morning show, I work 5 days a week. I know some people will go, well, I've only seen you 3 days a week during the pandemic. That's only because Jillian and I are alternating. So we do different shows on different days, but we're there 5 days a week. So we see all the story, read all the stories, and we have been doing, COVID-19 stories since the very beginning. We have been doing numbers since the very beginning. And today, the positive takeaway was the latest numbers from the Beaumont Health Department. I know that's just one health department, but the latest numbers from the Beaumont Health Department indicate there were only a handful, relatively speaking, to where they happened. 25, I think, new cases, if I remember right, confirmed COVID cases, which is a recent low for sure that we have seen. So I take that as being a positive sign. Let's hope that means, that we're past that point with that uptick from the holidays, and we're going the other direction now. The second thing that hopefully that we can take away from is this story that Jasper County set up a hub. And I think this is a little bit misleading to some degree. It says becomes first vaccine hub in Southeast Texas. I'm not sure that that's completely accurate as far as it depends on your description of Southeast Texas. If you're using counties that maybe we associate in certain trauma regions or something, it might be true, but I know that Chambers County has also had I believe a drive-through. But still, the fact that you've had two of these, and yesterday, County Judge Mark Allen said they had terrific turnout and it went very smoothly, and they got 1,600 doses that they're going through. Now, here's the thing. You cannot just show up at one of these hubs. That's not the way it works. You don't just show up and go, oh, I heard about this. I'd like to have a vaccine. You've got to call, and then you have to make an appointment. And then once you have a reservation and or an appointment, they will notify you as to what time you need to be there. So please don't show up at Jasper at the Annex building and say, well, I heard about it this morning on KFDM, or I saw it on Dan Gresham's live post on Facebook, and I just decided to come, because that's not the way it works. And of course, it certainly doesn't work if you don't fall into that group that is getting the vaccines, that it would be essential workers, frontline workers, 65 plus, 16 plus with chronic medical issues. Other than that, they are not giving it, as I understand it, to anyone else. So First, you got to get online, then you got to qualify. And then hopefully, if you're interested in the vaccine, I know not everybody is, but if you are, hopefully you've got on one of the waiting lists. There are a number of them across Southeast Texas. Hopefully by now, though, you put your name on and you've received some kind of notification that may not say, here's when you need to come. It might actually say something more along the line, please be patient. We're accepting reservations and we're waiting for doses. And as soon as we get some, we will contact you and let you know when your time has come. And I can also imagine, if it's not careful, when you put out information like Jasper has a hub, all the people who are here, and I mean here being Jefferson County, who cannot find the vaccine, will suddenly say, well, I'm going to Jasper, and then you have a problem. So again, don't go unless you know that you can get one there. And then if you can't, then you're just going to have to be patient. The other good news this morning, it is a Good News Friday, that's what I like to do, the old don't bring me no bad news, is this story out of USA Today. It says Johnson & Johnson's vaccine found to be safe, 66% effective. Now, that's not as high as some of the other vaccines, but at least you could have another one-shot vaccine in the rotation. Now, you need to read the story because that will give you all the information you need. First of all, unlike the others, it is not 2 shots, it is 1 shot. And it is, as you can see, late stage trial, 7 other countries, 66% effectiveness in preventing moderate to severe illness, 85% effectiveness against severe disease across all regions. So any tool you can add to the arsenal, I'm sure will be welcome, especially for the number of people who are waiting to get some type of vaccine. All right. Again, as I mentioned, I'm on a real tight schedule this morning. I just wanted to check in, say good morning to you. Hope you have a great weekend. Get out and do something. You don't necessarily, if you're one of those people, you don't feel comfortable getting out into the mix, then don't. There's still plenty of great outdoor activities that you can take part in. At least, break that cabin fever, get out of the house for a few minutes if it's nothing more than taking a walk around the neighborhood. And with this cool weather, I say enjoy it when you get a chance, right? All right, so that is it for me today. I thank you for your time. I appreciate the investment. Go out and make it a terrific weekend. We'll talk again bright and early Monday on the television show, and of course also back here on Dan's At Home Update.